네, 안녕하세요. 기억영어 코치10입니다. 네, 스노우볼 챌린지 25번째, 25번째 도전하겠습니다. 바로 가볼게요. 네, 오늘 도전할 단어들 두 개입니다. 두 개는 어떻게 되냐면 나무들, trees, 그 다음에 mat, 돗자리 이렇게 됩니다. 두 개. 그러면 일단 두 개 먼저 도전해 볼게요. 준비, 할 말 떠올리고요. Go. There are so many trees in the park, in Han River Park. I go to one of the trees. I sit down under the trees. I take a break under the trees. I open my backpack. I take out a mat. I spread the mat on the floor, and I sit down on the mat. I lay down on the mat. I take a nap. 됐습니다. 잘 나왔죠? 자, 그러면 제일 처음부터 우리 집에 있는 아니죠. 자, 이동수단 제일 처음에 우리 집에 있는 내 차 주차장부터 여기 마지막 이동수단 마지막 공원에 여기 돗자리까지 한 번에 가겠습니다. 자, 할 말 떠올리고요. 준비. Go. There's a parking area near my house. I go to the parking area. There's my car in the parking area. I go to my car. I pick up my car key from my pocket. I press the button. I start the engine. I turn off the engine. I press the button. I open the car doors. I get in my car. I close the car doors. And I sit in the driver's seat and I grab the steering wheel, I step on the brake, and I start the engine. I buckle up, I fasten my seatbelt, I unfasten my seatbelt. I feel a little hot, I feel a little cold, I turn on the aircon, I turn off the aircon. I look at the side view mirror, I check the side view mirror, I change the lanes, I turn on the blinker, I turn off the blinker. I look at the rear view mirror, I check the rear view mirrors, I adjust the rear view mirrors. I go to the trunk, open the trunk, I take out my toolbox from the trunk, I put my toolbox into the trunk, I close the trunk. I go to the bus stop. There's a bus stop near my house. I go to the bus stop, I wait for a bus, I stand next to the bus stop. I go to the bench. There's a bench in the bus stop. I go to the bench, I sit down on the bench, I stand up from the bench. I look at the information board, I check the information board, I check the bus time, I check the bus number. I look at the bus map, I check the bus map, I check the bus number, I check the destination, I check where I want to go. When the bus arrives, the door is open, I get on the bus, I look at the bus driver, I say hello to the bus driver. I take out my bus card, I use my bus card, I tap my bus card on the card reader, I put it back into my wallet. I take a look around on the bus. I look for an empty seat. I go to the seat. I sit down on the seat. If there's no empty seat, I grab her handle. I keep standing on the bus. I check the bus stop. I press the bell. I stand up from the seat. I go to the exit door. I wait for a moment. I take out my bus card from my wallet. I tap my bus card on the card reader. I get off the bus. There's a subway station near my house. I go to the subway station, I get into the subway station, I get out of the subway station. I go to the exit 10, I get into the exit 10, I get out of the exit 10. I wait for my friends at the exit 10. I walk up the steps, I walk down the steps, I walk up the stairs, I walk down the stairs. And I go to the ticket gate, I take out my bus card from my wallet, I use my bus card, I tap my bus card on the card reader, I walk through the ticket gate. I walk down the steps, I go to the platform, I wait for a train, I check the direction of the train. There are some screen doors for safety. I stand in front of the screen doors, I get in line, I wait for a train. I go to the bench, I stand on the bench, I wait for a train, I stand up from the bench. I look at the information board, I check the information board, I check the train time. I get on the train, I look for an empty seat on the train. I go to the seat, I sit down on the seat, I stand up from the seat. I listen to an announcement, I stand up from the seat, I go to the exit door. When door is open, I get off the train. There's my bike in the parking area. I go to the parking area, I get into the parking area. I look for my bike. I take out my helmet, I put on my helmet, I take off my helmet. I pick up my helmet. I pick up the flashlight. 죄송합니다. I pick up a flashlight. I mount the flashlight on my bike. I turn on the light. I turn off the light. I ride my bike. I go to Han River Park. I ride my bike along the Han River. There is a bike rack next to the convenience store. I stop my bike. I go to the rack. I park my bike at the rack. I lock up the chain. I get into the convenience store. I take a look around. I pick up a soda can. I pay for it. I leave the convenience store. I pick up a soda can. I open it. I drink some soda. I throw the trash into the trash can. There are so many trees in the park. I go to one of the trees. I sit down under the trees. I take a break under the trees. I open my backpack. I take out the mat. I spread the mat on the floor. I sit down on the mat. I lay down on the mat. I take a nap. 됐죠? 잘 나왔네요. 네. 눈이 좀 간지러웠는데 잘 나온 것 같습니다. 안 놓친 것 같아요. 네. 그렇게 해서 그러면 이렇게 챌린지 마무리하겠습니다. 감사합니다.